Hey guys, welcome back to Tank Garage. My name is Frank and I'll be the man behind the camera. In today's video, we are going to be attacking the new XC70. Brand new addition to the channel. If you guys haven't seen the reveal video, link is going to be down in the description below. So this car has a little issue that happened a couple of weeks after I picked it up. So I believe the timing belt tensioner is starting to be worn. So it is starting to wobble a little bit and the timing belt is starting to have such a little weave in it. So in today's video, we're hopefully going to be able to change it together. It's not a hard process to do. It is a long process to do. So bear with me. This should be a pretty long video. Before the video starts, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any uploads from Tank Garage. Alrighty guys, let's get going right away because like I said, it is going to be a lengthy install. We'll pop the hood on the XC70 right away. We'll get this little bad boy open. So let me turn up the luminosity for you guys so you can see properly. So the timing belt tensioner is somewhere along, let's see if I can get this camera to focus on it. I do not think, I'll have to bring this up a little bit. Let's see here. I don't know if the camera will focus on it. It probably will not. It is very far down there. So we have the timing belt tensioner somewhere down over here. And let me turn this down so you guys don't get a flashbang. All right, so somewhere around that area. So we have the timing belt itself that we will have to do together because, well, while we're there, right, it's time to do that. So timing belt tensioner, and then I believe there is also one more part. Let me get them out of the box for here. So yeah, so we got the tensioner right here. And then we have, I believe this is what permits you to loosen, I forgot the name of this, guys, permits you to loosen the belt. It's not the tensioner. Anyways, you guys get the drill. And then we got a Continental timing belt. So kit that I got from FCP Euro. So everything's ready right here. I will throw you guys onto the tripod and we'll start working because like you guys will see, it's already noon and this is probably gonna take me all day. Let's get to work. Okay, so what you wanna start off with doing, guys, we're gonna have to remove the strut brace, which is right on top over here. Let me just turn this so I can see what I'm doing. So we need to remove the strut brace. So first thing you're gonna need is a 15 and an 18 millimeter. So you'll have to put, I believe, just like that. Oh, I think, could they both be? Oh no, it's true because this is an XC, so they're both 18 millimeters. Shit. Okay, I'll find an 18 mil, but yeah, you guys get the point. You want to start off with a 14 and an 18, and you want to remove the two nuts that are right here. And I can see that this will need to be changed in the near future as well. It is kind of loosey-goosey. And then I believe these are 14 mils, all four corners, to remove the strut bar. And then you're gonna have access to the side right here. So I'll go ahead and get a proper 18 mil. I'll just pause the video and we'll see each other right on out. All right, so now that we have this right here removed, they're actually 13 mils, guys. So you have two on this side right here and the two others on the other side. So let's get to removing that. So two on each side, just like that. All right, and now that this is removed, we should technically be able to just pull it off just like that. Yeah, okay, I just gotta angle it. It's a little hard, guys, because the XC70, this front end just comes out a lot more than... Okay, there we go. So now that we have the strut bar off, we can attack the next step, which is going to be removing the hoses over here. These, I believe, are power steering lines. You want to just grab them and push them out of the way just so you can have access. I do not have a zip tie, but so the best thing would be to remove the power steering over here. I don't have an extra zip tie just to tie this in place, but I think I'll have to do that, guys, anyways. I hope you guys can see properly. Yep, there we go. So you want to have access to this side I don't remember what bolt is over here. I think it's an 8mm from the touch, just so you can remove this little cover right here and it actually slides right out. So I'll get to doing that. And then we'll see if I have enough space without moving the power steering line. I think I could figure something out just because this adds some time to the install, but let's go. So I got the cover off and I got everything off, guys. And right now I'm just inspecting the belt and inspecting everything. I ordered the whole kit because I knew that whatever happened, I was going to change the timing belt on this at some point. But the more and more I'm checking, the tensioner seems good. The belt seems very, very solid. It's just that the belt ever so slightly moves once it's onto, you know, on the motion. So I'm just trying to check here. If anything's loose, all of the VVT cams are very, very solid. Nothing seems to be loose on that end. The tensioner itself looks very recent if I compare it to the one that I purchased. And it does not have any play and it spins very, very freely. Now the only thing that I'm wondering is there is this little thing that I told you guys where you can loosen the timing belt. I'm wondering if that's what's not being defective right now, because I think that's from where the belt moves ever so slightly. So I'm just gonna check to make sure that the belt is on it all the way, because that could solve my issue right there. My feeling is that somehow it got misaligned with time. I guess, I don't know, something could have happened, or maybe, you know, because everything else is well aligned. It's well aligned on top of the VVT cams. The belt does not have any form of loose. It's very, very solid. And the belt looks very recent. You could still see writing on the belt, which is usually a sign that the belt wasn't changed too long ago. I don't see any cracks. There is that usual, you know, whenever a belt gets used up a little bit, you could see that it's not perfectly like glossy. Well, it's never glossy, but if I compare it to the new belt, it looks very, very good. Now my question is if maybe it's this part right here. Let's see here. Feels like it's on. I shall see here now. Oh my god, I thought ice was falling on top of my head. Because it looks fine, guys. I don't understand why it wouldn't. Let's see now. What's important is that everything is on properly. If there's one part of the belt that's not on at the right place, that's where you can get failure, and that's not what we want on a new car. I mean, I say I give it a crank and check. You guys will be the first one to see if the engine blows, but I just cranked it, guys, and it spun good. So let's see together. One thing that's really good, guys, is the check engine has disappeared. I don't know, guys. Honestly, oh, just put my hand on some oil. The check engine is gone, which is one good thing. So I don't know what I did, because coming here the check engine light was on, and I scanned it with a non-Vita, because I do have my Vita, but I need to find a computer for it. And the code told me that it was a VVT. It was a VVT timing code, so which means that the VVT felt that the timing was off or something like that. But I don't know why it felt like that. The belt's centered. I really don't know, guys. I don't know if I should go ahead and change it. I'll probably send a message to Mech and see what he thinks I should do. Because everything is super solid, guys, and I kind of don't want to mess with it. The check engine light went away, and I don't know, maybe we fixed it. Maybe it was just the belt was just a little tiny bitty off. Could it be? Who knows? This is a mystery, guys, so let me figure it out. Let's see what Mech thinks. I guess we'll see each other very soon again. Alrighty, boys, let me just lower this a little bit for you guys. So, problem is probably solved, if I could say. Why is this so loose? Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to fix you guys on to the tripod. Okay, there we go. So, problem solved, I think. So the timing belt does not move. I think, guys, honestly, so what happened, let me give you guys a little backstory. Check engine light came on, and it was a cold day, and I did push the car a little bit. I did make a big acceleration with it. So what I believe happened is probably one of the lifters had some dirt or something like that and is stuck. So it just threw the VVT off. And probably when I looked at the belt, I thought that it wasn't normal, but it is normal, guys. So the belt does not move really much. It's probably, we're talking about maybe 1 millimeter, but it could very possibly be the belt itself, because like you guys know, the belts are not perfectly lined up all the way. I mean the width of the belt. So the belt is not perfectly, you know, the same all the way through. So now I'm just gonna put the timing cover back on. I'll move you guys over here so you guys can see a little bit better. So I got the timing, where did I put the timing cover? Yes, in the trunk. Let's go grab it. So for the timing cover, because I didn't really show you guys, I'm sorry about that. It is a 10 millimeter that will go through. So the timing cover sits just like this in the engine, and you have a bolt that goes all the way through here directly into the block. So what you want to start by doing is you slide it on right about like that, and then it clips in somehow. I think I have to put it a little lower. There is a place where it clips in and it just perfectly sits. Let's see if I got it. No, it has to go a little lower. Just about like, it is a little tricky to get on, so I'll get to finicking with it and I'll get it to sit right. I know it has to sit a little bit just like that, and then I think I got it. Let's see. Let me just to make sure that this is the right hole. Yeah, this is the right hole. So, there we go. Now I got it, boys. I made it slide all the way through. So this should sit about like that. Does that make sense? No? Does it make sense? Does it not make sense? Do you know the way? That is the question now. I think that's how it should sit, no? Isn't it supposed to be a little higher here? This is what happens, guys, when you don't have a lift and you cannot see anything of what you're doing. So this definitely goes around the crankshaft. This is definitely for the pulley. So I will need to align this with that. Is there a trick to getting these things back on? And I definitely do not want to drive the car without it, because if debris gets into that area right here, that's a big no-no. You guys know that, probably, hopefully, marvelously. I think it's supposed to sit just like that. Could it be possible? Because I don't want to sit this onto the pulley and rip everything off as well. Because you can see already with the heat and everything, it gets eaten up. So all right, I'll get to doing that just so you guys don't get bored of looking at me trying to finagle with it. And then just put the bolt 10 mil back in, and then we'll put the Strut Tower bar back, and I'll show you guys when I put the Strut Tower bar back in. It's super simple. Okay, so I wasn't able to put the timing belt cover back on. I don't know. I may be just stupid, or I don't know, guys. But it doesn't really matter for now, because I'm going to be filming another video right after this one, and probably another video right after this one. So the parts that we bought, we're going to be installing it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the Strut Tower brace. I'm going to just slide it back in just like that. And then you want to go over to the sides right here and align the little holes. Always, guys, when you have a bolt, always start by screwing it by hand, because you never know. You can't really strip a bolt by hand. You could really strip a bolt with a tool. So start by the corners. That's what I usually like to do. Start by these two corners, make sure these are aligned properly, and then I like to go in and finish it off with the middle part, where it attaches to the engine support. All right, so let's grab the tool. Was this it? No. Where are these? Were these 13s? Let me find. I think it was a 13 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's a 13. So you don't need to over tighten them, guys. Just sit them properly, and then that should be it. Okay. And then I'll just torque him by hand just a little bit, just to make sure that it doesn't move. All right. Now we'll grab our trusty ratchet. This is for the, oh yeah, I do not want to lose this bolt right here. I'll put this in my glove box just so I don't lose it. And we don't want to lose the 10 mil as well, right guys? We've lost enough of those throughout the years. People that work on your cars. Oh, I need to get a small one. Just to make sure that it's nice and tight. Okay, looks pretty tight to me. Yeah, that's pretty tight. That's not going anywhere. All right, should enough with the memes. That's tight. And that, ooh, a little bit more. That is tight. Perfect. So now you want to grab your 14 and the 18 mil. Just like that. And we're going to go ahead and start by hand to thread this. The nut goes on the left side, and sorry, the nut goes on the right side. Okay, so let's go and place and hold this, and let's go ahead and torque on this. We'll make sure to, okay, make sure that it's pretty tight, guys. don't over torque it again. That's not the goal of this, but you wouldn't want any of this coming out. Looks fairly solid to me. So that's it, guys. We've fixed the issue, I guess, which wasn't really an issue, but I mean, there's some things that we fixed, some things that just needed a little bit of oomph, I guess. I guess that's how it goes. So yeah, we did it, boys. So thank you guys for watching today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Hopefully you are all happy that we have a new Volvo back as a daily driver. I honestly missed being in one of those beasts, and what we're gonna be doing with it is gonna be pretty nice. I'm just gonna lower this down a little bit. There we go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any uploads from Tank Garage. See ya, boys.